One of the biggest takeaways I have from talking with patients, both out of the hospital and in the hospital, is that it's never too early to talk about our wishes and just planning for the future. And so we all, unfortunately, we're human, and so there is going to come a time for all of us where we need to make these hard decisions. And so in my experience, and Amanda, you can probably relate to this, is the sooner we talk about this and have these discussions when we're not in stressful situations, it makes those stressful situations a little bit easier and a little bit lighter for families that are dealing with this. And they kind of provide a guideline or a blueprint for your healthcare team. So if you are in the hospital or you can't speak for yourself, we can kind of reference these documents to help make decisions and align our treatments with what your wishes are as a person.
And I think I've seen how important it is for the families. I mean, again, what a stressful time if we're talking about breathing machines or feeding tubes or, end of life. And to have families have something on paper in black and white, it allows their head to work a little and their heart not to be necessarily the only one that takes over. Advance directives are kind of like insurance. We never really want to have to use it, but we all have it just in case for our health, our homes, our cars. And this is just another type of insurance document, if you would, is in case you were to need it, if you were to get very sick. They're free. They don't have to be notarized. These documents, and you can go to the benefis.org website and search Advance Directives and can get free documents. They only need to be witnessed by 2 adults that are not named in the document, but the document is really important for 2 pieces. It not only tells what a person wants if they couldn't speak for themselves, but it tells who they would want to make their decisions. And not all families are the same, and so it's really important for the healthcare team if we know who is that main decision maker. It kind of helps to ease a lot of those stressors.
Yeah. And I think, adding on to that as well is for medical power of attorneys, we always talk about it in the hospital setting, but there are documents that exist for financial power of attorneys. And so just knowing that they're different documents and they have different guidelines, so you can be a power of attorney, but sometimes that document is truly for financial only. So just kind of clarifying those documents and making sure what we have is medical on file, either at the hospital or wherever your doctor resides is helpful.
Another piece is that these documents need to be accessible. So having the person that is named in the document have a copy is really important, and that you can get to them 24/7. So again, in the hospital, filed with wherever you're receiving care or with your primary care doctor. You don't want it in the safety deposit box of the bank because the weekends and after hours and holidays, it doesn't always work. So just having them accessible. What I have found is so meaningful, not just from the paperwork, but it's the conversations that come as part of helping to complete the documents. The conversations where patients are talking about what matters most to them, what's most important in life, what their goals are, what are they looking forward to, and to have some control over sharing that information when oftentimes their health is out of control. It's pretty empowering to see how individuals use that. And again, they feel like that's something they can give to someone else.